Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing here? Sherelle's here. Look, there's something I wanted to know from y'all, but there's something I wanted to let y'all know because I admitted to some things about me that's a little off. And it's like I wasn't proud of it at first, but now it's like I just don't care because I'm doing it for the right reasons. So when it comes to appearance, I see that it means a lot more to people than they really truly admit it. And people don't want to admit it to your face because they don't want to hurt your feelings and they don't want to seem like they're all about the looks and the material things. Well, I admit it, we live in a material world. It's all about the money, it's all about the looks, and it's all about sets. And they say set sells. So, as far as dating goes and being in the limelight and being the popular girl and have a lot of friends, looks play a part in it. And I'm not going to, get mad about it because it's the truth. So, I was sitting here thinking to myself, like, there are some things I wanted to change about me. And makeup, it does, do it does the trick a little bit, but it's like when I go out, when I want to look good, feel good, but it's not permanent. And a lot of people pile on so much makeup and stuff and put on all the hair and the weave and all that stuff, but it's not permanent. But what is permanent is surgeries and other procedures that's being done out here in this world. And I was thinking about me and how I looked back then when I was in my teens and my early 20s versus now. I truly did, change a lot of things about me, but I didn't do it purposely because over time it's like how you are now, how you was back then is not how you can be now. It's like back then we was sexualizing ourselves by plumping up our lips and our boobs, putting on the shortest skirts and dresses and stuff, trying to look cute for guys, trying to, attract the opposite sex or the same sex for some of my lesbians and gays out here. And all that was cool and everything, not fighting over that. It's just the fact that I didn't see myself keep doing that up until I was in my 30s and 40s. So a part of me was like, okay, once I hit 30 years old, that I was going to change some things about me. And I asked somebody, I actually asked three people, have they noticed a big change in me as far as looks goes and attitude goes? And two out of the three said yeah. And it was very encouraging to hear that, they think that I changed. And very, ballsy too, because like I said, not everybody's going to admit that you change a lot. And I thank God I have the peoples in my life that I do have that I could actually talk to and ask questions and they be honest with me about it, because a lot more people be like, well, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but yes, sort of, you have done this, you've done that. And I'm like, no, don't be walking on eggshells around me because I'm not made of glass. It's the truth. So me being 18 versus being in my 30s, looks wise, I was so obsessed with wearing the tube tops, the skirts. Well, I wasn't shorts kind of person, but I was wearing a lot of leggings. I was showing a lot of skin. And me being me and my attitude back then, what it was one of the reasons why guys was very attracted to me, and they was always coming my way. Like I never had to worry about being single for long. And I know it's not to make me sound like a hoe or anything like that, because I'm far from that, but I just felt like I didn't have a problem finding anybody. And it was so hilarious to me because I walk out of my house every day, minding my business, going shopping, or going to the store, picking up some stuff, and within minutes, I end up meeting somebody and they asking for my number. I could be in pajamas, a scarf on my hair messed up, and they would ask me for my number. And back then, I was confident, but I wasn't cocky, so I knew I was going to get as many guys as I wanted with every single week that passed by. And I started hanging out with certain girls out here who was doing the same thing, who was sexualizing themselves. They was coming out with the cutest hairstyles, coming out with the shortest skirts, showing their bellies and arms and chests and everything. And I was the skinniest one out the group, but I was very confident. And you know how us skinny girls, the skinniest girls out here are the most confident ones out here because they feel like because they're size 8 or they're size 5, 4, 3, 2, that they're the bomb, the best bitches in the world, like the bomb ass bitches everywhere they go, they get attention. And nowadays, that's not the case, I would like to say, because things change over the course of the years. And it's been like 16, 17 years. And wow, how things change. Like, I was shocked. My mind was blown because back then, skinny girls was getting chased first. Big girls wasn't. Nobody was even taking a second look at a big girl. But once we all started gaining weight, we started having kids. A lot of people started having kids out here. You know, a lot more girls like me that was getting thicker was getting some attention. Nowadays, it's the late 2000s. Now it's 2020. Now bigger girls is getting more attention than skinny girls, and they getting more respect. In certain parts of the world, they get more respect than others. And they, I guess, is like the thicker you are, the more respect and love that you get, and more attention. And as for me, I was like, okay, I could learn a thing or two about, plumping up my looks, well, however you say it. And I wasn't trying to sexualize anything about me, and I still don't want to sexualize anything about me. I just want to look a little better to catch somebody's eyes out here because I started to notice I'm 33 years old, and how you say, I started to look a little more conservative. Like, sometimes I think I dress like a mom and not like a single woman who's looking for a man or whatever. And that whole classic saying goes, set sells. But I don't, at the same time, I don't want nobody to think that I'm only out here looking for sex. I'm not. I'm celibate. And I'm not sexualizing myself to get laid. And I'm not dressing a certain way or piling on pounds and pounds of makeup just so I can get somebody. That's not how things work. And I am confident enough to not wear makeup and still go out and still trying to get attention. But at the same time, it's like, guys, it's like, okay, how you're dressing right now is kind of boring. And it's like, you're not sexualizing yourself, but at the same time, it's like you're not trying a little harder to get anybody's attention. It's like, okay, some men out here say that classy gets you everywhere. Okay, classy as in behavior, not classy as in looks. Because what they want to see is a little more body, little less face. And when I said that, well, y'all know what I mean by that. Y'all all adults and y'all smart. But it was like a little more legs, a little more arms, a little more breasts, and a little less, this and everything. And you try to hold a conversation down, and it's like it falls on deaf ears. So it's like, what do you do about that? And then you do find somebody out here who likes to have conversations with you, likes to hear what you have to say, want to talk to you, want to get to know you, and they are not all about the looks. And those are the ones you do want to keep around, that you do want to be with, And when I say it's hard out here to find somebody like that, it's very hard out here. And a lot of people that's in my position will agree with me. It's not easy to find somebody who wants to talk to you rather than just want to look at your body and then want to use it as their sexual pleasure or, as their little toy. And you get a small amount of people who be like, yeah, I would like to be in the company of others who do respect boundaries and who do admire women, who's all about getting to know each other and want a life partner and build a real foundation rather than just want to have sex every single day. And a lot of people out here consider that boring. So when I go on the internet and I'm looking at people's stories and hearing their comments about certain things, I feel like some of them are very hypocrites and some of them are not. And the ones that are, they was preaching this good word about conversation means everything. Your stature means everything. It was never about labels. It was never about sets or anything. And yet they're the ones that's complaining about not looking sexy enough or not having somebody who is sexier enough. And then y'all running games out here like who could get the best looking person in the world, who could have the most sets. And it's like it makes you look like a hypocrite. So now what do you say to somebody who's trying to preach that good word to you and do the same, and then trying to come off as, okay, I want this, I want that. If this is not pretty enough or this is not sexy enough, I can't have that in my life. But but they telling you, don't be all about that. Don't be all about the looks and the material things. It's just mind blowing. That's why I was like, I'm confused. What's more important? What do you go for? And back to me and my looks. I don't dress like how I used to back then. I don't sexualize myself like I used to back then. And I admit, my looks sometimes could be a little boring. And I admit that I don't dress like a real woman should in per se, like in a way of wearing heels, dresses, skirts, and things like that. And I'm not the heels type person. I don't like wearing heels. I can't wear heels. And it has a lot to do with my arches. A lot of females out here, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Um, Back in maybe 97, 98, I was in an after school program. I was going to a basketball practice, and in the middle of me playing basketball, a girl that I know stepped on my foot and broke my arch trying to catch the ball. And I also dislocated my arm and I also fractured my knee. And because of that, I couldn't wear heels, and it was preventing me from wearing heels for like the next 6, 7 years. So when I was graduating from junior high school, I was trying to put on these 3-inch heels. I only wore those heels for like an hour or two, and then I took those off. And it was like, yikes, like, how am I supposed to wear heels now for the rest of my life if I can't even wear it for 2 years? 2 hours. And then I tried to do it again for my birthday. My 25th birthday, I went to go to Webster Hall, and the heels that I wore was 4-inch wedges. I couldn't even wear that. And but I stuck it out for the whole night, and I ain't come home till like 4 or 5 in the morning with those heels on. But here's the funny thing: as soon as I got off the train, I took those heels off and walked home barefoot. Damn right. So it's like I was like, okay, something gotta give, because what if I do want to go out again? And I was planning on going out real soon. It was like maybe around March, like February, March. I wanted to start going out to clubs again. And it's like I really don't like going to clubs in the wintertime or anything like that, but I just wanted to start going out again and do what I used to do back then, just have fun, let loose, and party it up. I'm a single woman, why not, right? And I was like, if I want to do that, I got to change up the way I look. And I just wanted, like, I want some advice about what should I do about my footwear. Clothes wise, I know how to correct that. That's easy. So y'all let me know out here for women only. I don't want no men's advice. Women only. Let me know what kind of footwear can I rock that's not gonna put my foot in agony all night to 4 in the morning that I could really look good and feel comfortable in. And let me know if y'all have the same issues. Just write down in the comments below. And always share, like, and subscribe to my channel, please. It doesn't cost a thing. It doesn't hurt to do that. And I appreciate some of the new peoples I met on here and on Twitter, Instagram that follows me. They finally subscribed to me. I want to give you a big thanks to that because I almost, like I say, I wanted to give up on this channel. I didn't have the motivation anymore and the positive attitude about keeping my channel up. And to be honest, I don't even know how to cancel this channel, so I'm stuck with it for a long time. But just let me know if y'all have the same problems and give me some advice on what should I do about my footwear, like shoes and if there's shoes out here that's comfortable enough, where can I get it? Because I do want to start going out. I don't want to look stupid trying to head out to clubs in the flats. That's just stupid. And I got nice long legs, so that should do something for me, right? So, yeah.